A lot of times when I talk to a salon owner, stylist, somebody who is in business, at one point in their career, they were doing great. Like things were firing off. Like they were just very successful. And then all of a sudden something happened. And a lot of times when I ask them about what happened, they say they don't know. Well, I go, what were you doing to be so successful? And they might say Facebook ads, or they might say Google ads, or they might say whatever, posting every day. And then I'm like, well, are you still doing that? And they're like, no. I'm like, fascinating. Why aren't you doing that if that was working? And it's because they went to a class, took a course, and somebody gave them something else to do to grow their business. And they switched directions and they were trying to do something new. So they stopped doing the thing that was working for them in order to do something new that would maybe give them a better result. And now it's not giving them that better result. And so they spend all their time trying to figure out how to make that new thing work, when in reality, that thing may not even be needed to make their business grow. So I have them realign their focus and then start doing the thing that was working for them 6 months ago or a year ago or 2 years ago. And a lot of people fall into that trap. So many people are like, well, I don't know what's wrong. I'm trying this new thing and it should be better. I was here at my numbers. We were doing $50,000 a month or $100,000 a month. And we're not doing that now. Well, you're also not doing Facebook ads. You're not posting every day. You're also not doing the other thing that got you to that level. So ask yourself, if you're not in a place anymore where you once were, if you reached a certain level of success and you're like, shit, I'm not where I once was. Well, what were you doing when you were at your busiest? Everything. Like make a list of all the things you did when you're successful. And this is why it's important to dissect your success and have a journal or a diary or something that you use so you can record like the day to day. And you can go back to your numbers and you're like, wow, that was a really good month. Let me see in my journal what I was doing. Oh, today I was doing Facebook ads. Here's my hook. Here's my story. Here's my call to action. Let me see how that ad was doing. Oh, this day I started running my Google ads and we started doing a map, like a Google Maps advertisement. It did really well. But for some reason, like your credit card, you got it stolen. So you had to redo your credit card and now it's not hooked up with Google anymore. And so you can't pay for the ads. So they just stopped running, but you have no idea that. And now everything got shattered and now you're not making any money. So it's important that you pay attention to all the details of what got you to that level of success so you can go back and make sure you can either add to it or expand on it. A lot of people are in a position right now, and a lot of people are now still blaming COVID for their situation 4 years later. And if you're one of those people, stop, because it's not affecting your business anymore. If you're allowing it to affect your business still by giving it the power of making it your excuse, you're never going to be able to grow back to the point you were before COVID. And I'm bringing that up because a lot of my conversations revolve around, hey, COVID ruined my business. I opened a salon during COVID. Like I opened a business during COVID. That's how much I didn't let it affect me. So you can make a choice. You can let it affect you, or you can let it power you because the obstacle is the way. So once you find out, like, what's the bottleneck in my business? What's the obstacle I'm dealing with? Let that create the way for you. That's why I have the PMA. That's why I have a private membership salon. And that created the way for me. What's the obstacle you're dealing with right now in your success? Is the obstacle not enough clients? Well, then how do you fix that? You fix that with getting more attention on you. Fix that with making better ads. Fix that with whatever you need to do to get more eyeballs on your Instagram, your Facebook, your Chit Chat, your MySpace, your whatever the hell you're using to advertise. That's how you get more clients in the door. So what's the obstacle? Do you not have stylists? Is that the problem? That's a big obstacle. And a lot of people deal with that. Well, then make that the way. Make the obstacle guide you to how do you attract more stylists into your salon. Create a system. Just like you attract clients with advertising, with the right kind of posting, you could do that with stylists too. And then all of a sudden, you don't have a stylist problem anymore. You have an influx of stylists, so you create like a pipeline. And then you have stylists on deck. You go on maternity leave or if someone leaves your salon. Or if you have so many stylists because you get so good at attracting stylists, guess what you do? Open another location. But you can't do this if you're stuck behind the chair, struggling mentally on what to do next because you're not managing your energy. You're trying to manage your time, but you have to make sure you dedicate a day to growing the business. And when you have these days dedicated, you can take a look at your success. You can take a look at your failures. You can see what's going on with a clear head, with no distractions, and give it 100% of your focus and 100% of your time. And if you do that, then you're going to have enough momentum on that task to really come to a solution. But what begins to happen is you take a look at what's working or what's not working, and you try and get down to work on your computer, and then all of a sudden a client walks in or something happens with somebody else, and now you have to put out a fire in your salon, and you're not focused on the thing you're trying to focus on. So I urge you to really manage your energy and really focus on the particular task you have at hand, and that's it. I said this, I think, the other day on one of the lives I did. People say they're good at multitasking. So I want you to do this exercise. I want you to Time yourself going from A to Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, X, Y, Z, whatever the alphabet is. Then I want you to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and all the way up to the number, whatever. How many letters in the alphabet, James? 40 something? 46. Do that. Then I want you to multitask and go A1, 2B, C3, all the way up to Z with the corresponding number and see how long it takes you, if you can even do it. That's multitasking. How good are you at that? Probably not very good. Probably takes you a lot longer. But if you did this, if you went A through Z first, and then you went 1 through 46 after that, you'd complete both of those tasks faster because you were focused on one objective and then you switch to the next. So what I want you guys to do is focus on your success. Like take a minute and go into your past memory of ideas and things that were working for you a couple years ago and ask yourself, are you still doing them? Like, are you still doing the things that got you to the level when you were at your peak of success? And if you are, then maybe you need to pivot and try something new. But if you're not doing the same thing, maybe it's time to revisit them and do them. Because if it stopped working for you and you're still doing it, then it's time to evolve and grow and maybe change direction a little bit. But if you stop doing them, don't have any results, it's time to start doing them again. If you're having trouble focusing on something, I want you guys to have an idea of what you should be focusing on. What is your why? What is your purpose? Why are you doing the hair? Why do you have a salon? What is your vision? What are your goals? What is the thing that gets you out of bed every morning? Like if you don't have something, if you're very vague about your goals, my goal is to add value to 200 million people a year. That's why I post every day. That's a pretty big goal. And when I get there, it's going to go to maybe 2 billion. I don't even know. With a B, yes. And the reason why I post every day, the reason why I do these Q&As is to add value to 200 million people a year. Now I take a look at my big goal and I go back to actions I could take right now. Posting content every day, doing my Q&As on Mondays and Fridays, having an online program like the Level Up Academy. I can add value to everyone now. And I stay focused in my niche because I know the hair industry. I've built salons from scratch. I've taken salons over and made them successful. I know how to run ads for a salon. I know how to build a Shopify store for a salon. I know how to sell retail products. So I'm focused on that. Only when I lose focus is when I lose momentum. So if you don't have an idea of what you want, hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you love this channel, make sure you click subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get alerted every time I upload a new video. If you want to watch the full video, click somewhere on this page, I think right over here, and drop a comment if you have any questions.